My name is Kurtz. I've been teaching literature and composition since George H.W. Bush lived in the White House. That's 29 years. As you join me for the Iceberg Series, you'll notice that I'm a big fan of Donald Murray. I quote from his writing quite a bit. In his book, A Writer Teaches Writing, he opens with this sentence: "It is time to give away the secret. Teaching writing is fun." He continues with this admission: "Composition teachers have been trained to teach the best writing of the centuries and then assigned, without special training, to teach beginning students who do not even want to write." Did I just sum up your experience? I think I can help. 29 years and 5 presidential administrations later, I have learned, by trial and error and by reading and research, some principles of teaching composition effectively. Oh, don't get me wrong, I haven't arrived, but I've learned, and I continue to learn. 4 principles guide us in the teaching of composition. First, writing isn't magic. Donald Murray opens one of his books on writing with this sentence: "Writing isn't magic, but then magic isn't magic either. Magicians know their craft, and writers must also know their craft." One thing I've committed to in this Iceberg Lecture series: helping you, the teacher, and the young writers you're influencing, recognize great writing as something we work to learn about and create, not something that happens to a few lucky or talented people. Principle number 2, writing is a process. Donald Murray writes, "Writing is a craft before it is an art. Writing may appear magic, but it is our responsibility to take our students backstage to watch the pigeons being tucked up the magician's sleeves." He continues, "Writing is, above all, a process. It is a logical sequence of activities that can be understood by everyone. You don't put on your overcoat, your pants, and then your underwear. We follow logical patterns in dressing, cooking, tuning a car engine, producing a draft." In other words, writing isn't formulaic, but it does follow forms. Throughout this Iceberg series, predictable patterns will emerge. I will help you identify them. You will seize them and pass them along. Principle number 3, writing is private. Writing is a private act with a public result. Urge your students to publish their work by reading them aloud to themselves, to you, to a group of peers, to their parents, even to the family dog. But I urge you to model this behavior. You won't want to. 29 years of teaching composition, and I still tremble when I share my writing with my students. I make my living writing and teaching writing to others, and every time I include a sample in Writer Workshop, I tremble. What will my boss think of this? What if the people paying me for this think I'm a mediocre writer? What if my students push the stop button or drop the class? This fear leads me to the last principle of teaching composition. Writers teach writing. Your success as an instructor of composition is tied to one variable. Are you writing now? Not in high school or college, not years ago or way back when. What have you written recently, in the last month or week? I invite you to rediscover the joy of becoming a writer. I feel obligated to end where we started, with Donald Murray. It's time to give away the secret. Teaching writing is fun. It is fun. So let's get after it.